Wherever your passion lies, there's a place for you at St. Mary's University. Find what you're looking for out in the world, right here in Halifax.
That's just how I rock and roll, 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 roll.
Are you up to your eyeballs in laundry? Do you know we spend on average 6 to 8 hours a week washing, drying, folding laundry? That's basically a full work day. Halifax, meet your new laundry bestie, Sud Drop. Laundry bags are dropped off in the morning of your pickup. Sud Drop will then return to pick up your laundry during your selected time slot. It is then washed exactly how you like it, folded like pros, and dropped back to your door the next day. Boom, fresh, clean, folded like magic. We'd love to get you started. Use promo code SP20 to save 20%. What will you do with your extra free time?
The Wade Thompson Group is a proud sponsor of the Division I Provincial Girls and Boys High School Basketball Championships, hosted at North Nova and Citadel this year. The Wade Thompson Group provides personalized investment and total wealth planning that brings your vision to life. Check them out today.
If you live in Halifax and don't have a laundry machine at home or just don't have the time, Sudrop is the perfect solution for you. They offer laundry services with pickup and drop off right at your doorstep. I have a very busy work schedule myself, and there's no better feeling than coming home to fresh and folded laundry right at my doorstep. It's honestly such a time saver and allows me to enjoy my evenings doing other things that I enjoy. So if you want to give it a try, use my code above to get $20 off of your first pickup service.
In the arena of sports, every game is a battle, and every athlete is a gladiator.
From the right side, makes a little backhand and score!
And every battle needs chroniclers to give voice to defeat, perseverance, and relentless resolve. Can you hear it? The roar waiting to rise. They live for this. They want this. What do you want?
Again, pushing his way, pushed off tackler.
Two, and get the second goal of the game for Thomas Habib.
Nice little move, Buffy scores!
Passing him forth and they score!
You know what we want. To immortalize every moment and make sure you never miss a play. This is Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Never miss a play.
The Wade Thompson Group is a proud sponsor of the Division I Provincial Girls and Boys High School Basketball Championships, hosted at North Nova and Citadel this year. The Wade Thompson Group provides personalized investment and total wealth planning that brings your vision to life. Check them out today.
Wherever your passion lies, there's a place for you at St. Mary's University. Find what you're looking for out in the world, right here in Halifax.
That's just how I rock and roll, 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 roll.
Wherever your passion lies, there's a place for you at St. Mary's University. Find what you're looking for out in the world, right here in Halifax.
That's just how I rock and roll, 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 roll.
Do you know we spend on average 6 to 8 hours a week washing, drying, folding laundry? That's basically a full work day. Halifax, meet your new laundry bestie, Suddrop. Laundry bags are dropped off in the morning of your pickup. Suddrop will then return to pick up your laundry during your selected time slot. It is then washed exactly how you like it, folded like pros, and dropped back to your door the next day. Boom, fresh, clean, folded like magic. We'd love to get you started. Use promo code SP20 to save 20%. What will you do with your extra free time?
The Wade Thompson Group is a proud sponsor of the Division I Provincial Girls and Boys High School Basketball Championships, hosted at North Nova and Citadel this year. The Wade Thompson Group provides personalized investment and total wealth planning that brings your vision to life. Check them out today.
If you live in Halifax and don't have a laundry machine at home or just don't have the time, Suddrop is the perfect solution for you. They offer laundry services with pickup and drop off right at your doorstep. I have a very busy work schedule myself, and there's no better feeling than coming home to fresh and folded laundry right at my doorstep. It's honestly such a time saver and allows me to enjoy my evenings doing other things that I enjoy. So if you want to give it a try, use my code above to get $20 off of your first pickup service.
Maritime Junior Hockey League playoffs on Eastlink Community TV. Check local listings or visit eastlink.ca local sports for schedule.
In the arena of sports, every game is a battle, and every athlete is a gladiator.
From the right side, makes it with the backhand and scores!
And every battle needs chroniclers to give voice to defeat, perseverance, and relentless resolve. Can you hear it? The roar waiting to rise. They live for this. They want this. What do you want?
Again, pushing his weight. Pushed off tackler.
And get the second goal of the game for Thomas Habib.
Nice little move. Buffy scores.
Passing them forth and they score!
We know what we want. To immortalize every moment and make sure you never miss a play. This is Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Never miss a play.
The Wade Thompson Group is a proud sponsor of the Division I Provincial Girls and Boys High School Basketball Championships, hosted at North Nova and Citadel this year. The Wade Thompson Group provides personalized investment and total wealth planning that brings your vision to life. Check them out today.
Wherever your passion lies, there's a place for you at St. Mary's University. Find what you're looking for out in the world, right here in Halifax.
That's just how I rock and roll, 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 roll.
eyeballs in laundry, do you know we spend on average 6 to 8 hours a week washing, drying, folding laundry? That's basically a full work day. Halifax, meet your new laundry bestie, Suddrop. Laundry bags are dropped off in the morning of your pickup. Suddrop will then return to pick up your laundry during your selected time slot. It is then washed exactly how you like it, folded like pros, and dropped back to your door the next day. Boom, fresh, clean, folded like magic. We'd love to get you started. Use promo code SP20 to save 20%. What will you do with your extra free time?
The Wade Thompson Group is a proud sponsor of the Division I Provincial Girls and Boys High School Basketball Championships, hosted at North Nova and Citadel this year. The Wade Thompson Group provides personalized investment and total wealth planning that brings your vision to life. Check them out today.
If you live in Halifax and don't have a laundry machine at home or just don't have the time, Suddrop is the perfect solution for you. They offer laundry services with pickup and drop off right at your doorstep. I have a very busy work schedule myself, and there's no better feeling than coming home to fresh and folded laundry right at my doorstep. It's honestly such a time saver and allows me to enjoy my evenings doing other things that I enjoy. So if you want to give it a try, use my code above to get $20 off of your first pickup service.
In the arena of sports, every game is a battle, and every athlete is a gladiator.
From the right side, makes it with the backhand and scores!
And every battle needs chroniclers to give voice to defeat, perseverance, and relentless resolve. Can you hear it? The roar waiting to rise. They live for this. They want this. What do you want?
Again, pushing his weight. Pushed off tackler.
And get the second goal of the game for Thomas Habib.
Nice little move. Buffy scores.
Passing them forth and they score!
You know what we want. To immortalize every moment and make sure you never miss a play. This is Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Never miss a play.
The Wade Thompson Group is a proud sponsor of the Division I Provincial Girls and Boys High School Basketball Championships, hosted at North Nova and Citadel this year. The Wade Thompson Group provides personalized investment and total wealth planning that brings your vision to life. Check them out today.
Wherever your passion lies, there's a place for you at St. Mary's University. Find what you're looking for out in the world, right here in Halifax.
That's just how I rock and roll, 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 roll.
QMJHL Friday Night Hockey on Eastlink is presented by CarStar.
Eastlink Community TV is the home of QMJHL Friday Night Hockey.
Caden Kelly, his first in the queue, scores! Nathan Lee stays red hot.
Cape Breton Eagles take on the Charlottetown Islanders Friday, March 13th at 7 p.m. on Eastlink Community TV 10 and 610.
Where your passion lies, there's a place for you at St. Mary's University. Find what you're looking for out in the world, right here in Halifax.
North Nova Education Center Gymnasium in beautiful New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. This is the 2026 SSNS Division I Boys Basketball Championships on Maritime Athletic Profiles and Eastlink. Dan Hobson, delighted to have the call. We have the CEC Cougars, who are up on your screen right now, taking on the Halifax West Warriors. There they are, a team that comes in number 2 ranked in this tournament. CEC 7. Was going to talk about the CEC story. The fact of the matter is CEC was number 1 in the Northumberland regions, hosted the Northumberland region final, and it was the North Nova Griffins that came away with the victory. And as a result of that, it pushed CEC as the 7th ranked in this tourney, and it made North Nova number 6. So it really didn't make anything in terms of the seeding, just a little bit of a more difficult path here for the Truro-based team. Because Halifax West, they have been having an excellent season, says Gabe Levert. And he gave a lot of credit here to his coaching staff. And he wanted to give his shout-outs here to Pierre Levert, DeVoe, Connor McNeil, Alex Chisholm, and manager Jen Clark. So he basically has this team atmosphere, and very grateful of his staff to do it as the West players are introduced. And we just saw Merdushi Cabanger. And this is Callum Quinn, a grade 11 student. And now the CEC Cougars are going to be introducing. So basically Armand Sierra, as well as Jalen Bear, Cabanger, Quinn, and Clark. Emmett Jodry has been introduced. Caden Skinner, Jack Gulliver, Brady McKinnon, and Griffin Scott. Referees for this game is Jack Babin, Janice King, and Dave Clark, as we're just set to get underway. And it's going to be an interesting opening first quarter here as Skinner And Clark will tip it off. Game number 2 of the provincial championships, and first possession going to the West. And this is Cabandier. Cabandier taking advantage of some of the screens set up. Quick pass, Bear inside, tough take, but gets it up over Jack Gulliver. Delay a game, warning errors assessed to Halifax West on their first possession. Just 15 seconds in. Griffin Scott, stellar baseball player from what I understand. Also this guy right here, Brady McKinnon, number 11. So bounces off of his foot. That'll be Halifax West ball. And Cabandier swings it over Logan Clark. Logan Clark, a grade 12 student. Here's Sierra on the bounce. Bear with the layup and in, and a 4-0 run here for Halifax West. Skinner setting up traffic. Skinner swing outside. Scott for 3. That's to no good. And it's gathered up there by the West. Halifax West, Logan Clark. Clark in the paint, drops it off. Cabandier fades and scores. And a 6-0 run here for the second-ranked team out of the Capital Region. Skinner. McKinnon. Corner from the elbow, too strong. It hits backboard and right to the heads of Cabandier, who calls out instructions. Swings it out. Clark in the paint, 14 to shoot. Bounce pass, Sierra. Sierra, tough take, just outside the arc. Whoa, wide open lane there, and the bucket there for Callum Quinn. And Mark Roberts calls timeout, as it is an early 8-0 run, as it started to get away early here from the Northumberland representatives. As we take a look at Bear with his bucket. Replays you see brought to you by Scotia Wealth Management. And of course, as I said, it's been all Halifax West. The reason why we've got to this timeout, and there is Sierra. Bounce pass and a cutting Quinn, and that was took us to this timeout here called by CEC. So of course he had 2 timeouts, and Mark Roberts has had to, if he wants to stay close to this game, he has to make sure that he doesn't get into a run and gun with Halifax West. That's just age. So really important here for maybe CEC to get good looks, maybe even try to get the ball down low and try to get points, as opposed to maybe try to shoot the 3, because all of a sudden that just aids. Because as you see, Halifax West, just like CPL, likes to do the run, loves the run. Here's Emmett Jodry, a grade 10 student, so got a good future. And full court press, Griffin Scott just getting over the timeline. And Cabandier right there, a little bit of room here. Caden Skinner. Skinner outside, Gulliver. Gulliver up and over, nope, won't fall. And gathered up by Bear. Bear trying to get a little bit of some room, get away from Jodry. That pass too hot, off the heads of Callum Quinn, CEC ball. So sometimes the only thing that maybe stop Halifax West will be Halifax West themselves. 8-0 run to start. Skinner rejected, double team, nothing there. Janice King with the foul call. Going against Logan Clark. That will be his first and a first team foul here. Caden Skinner was trying to go, and then you see there's the little bit of a hack there. Griffin Scott. Skinner. Shot clock at 8. Brady McKinnon, tough take, won't go. Brady McKinnon, second chance opportunity, and the claps afterwards. Quinn Off of the CEC foot. It will stay with Halifax West, 17 to shoot. 2 possession game, early stages here. Quickly out, Cabinger. Bear, and that's throw back over court. Here's a foot race at Brady McKinnon. It was going to be a back over half, so West decided to let it be played out. And that pass was too hot to handle for Skinner, but coming up with it is Gulliver. Brady McKinnon, entry pass. Gulliver, too strong, weak side. Bear gathers it up. Strong take there. Gabe Levert looking for a call, but none forthcoming as play continues on. Shot clock at 13. Bear getting away from Scott. Bear, tough take. The put back and one there for Callum Quinn. There's the blow by there on Scott, and just basically a size advantage for Callum Quinn. Gets the bucket and the boo-boo and the and-one, and that's not gonna fall, so it'll stay an 8-point game, 10-2. Skinner, McKinnon loses it. Mark Roberts standing up from the bench, not too pleased. In the meantime, Jodry, shot clock at 8. Skinner, a flare, a little bit of a teardrop, a floater that won't go. And Bear rattles around like a hula hoop and then goes down there for Halifax West. Double-digit lead, 12-2, just past 4 minutes. Griffin Scott, hands off Jodry. Jodry had a little bit of lady luck on that side. Gulliver. Quinn all over him. That's a good matchup there of size and a jump ball. And the grade 11 student Quinn claps after the play as we look at Sierra, the grade 12 senior for Halifax West. Is it a catch and shoot for Skinner? Nope. Won't go. Was the catch and shoot, but can't get it to fall. 10-point lead, 12-2. That one won't fall. Gulliver, Skinner, McKinnon. Difficulty handling and deflects it to Sierra. As West Warriors will sort of slow it down here on this possession. Cabager call for traffic, a shot that won't go. Logan Clark, second chance opportunity and scores. 14-2, coming up to halfway mark first quarter. The Northumberland wildcard team off to the start that they did not want, but that will help as Jack Gulliver with the second chance and the putback. 14-4. Bear comes across the timeline, watched by Emmett Jodry, the grade 10 student. Nice screen set up by Quinn. Bear can't get it as Skinner gathers it up. Quickly up, Jodry outside. McKinnon, yes! A little bit of a fist bump there from Brady McKinnon. 14-6. Quinn, Bear for what works out to be the free-throw line. That won't go. Brady McKinnon. Quickly, Gulliver. Jump ball. Going to Halifax West. Liam Watson, the grade 11 student, will check in, and also checking in is Oliver Mann, a grade 11 student from Halifax West Warriors. Both teams have some substitutions with 4:05 left in the first. 14-6. Cabinger over the line. Swings it, Logan Clark. Handoff, Cabinger. Clock at 12. Cabinger, open lane, easy bucket. Marduche Cabinger, grade 12 student. Griffin Scott. Liam Watson. Skinner driving. gets the contact, and he'll have a chance to go to the free-throw line. 3:32. Take a look at the play. Skinner, you saw, he's been doing sort of a lot of the floor general work here for CEC. And maybe not a bad plan here. Maybe try to get the fouls racked up and also, you know, basically drive and get it from the free-throw line, but he can't sink the first one. Goes 1 for 2, and a timeout on the floor. What was a 10-point deficit is now, well, still about a 9-point deficit, but it was a long time before CEC really got something going on the board in terms of score, but it's 16-7 here with 3:32 remaining in this first quarter here at the SSNS Division I Boys Basketball Championships here on Maritime Athletic Profiles at Eastlake. As you see, that one just rattles around. We'll take a look at some of the action. If you're just tuning in and just joining us here, it's a cold but sunny day in New Glasgow, so glad you could join us. Dan Hobson along for the call. Mark Swem, the producer extraordinaire, cameraman, as well as providing you the replays here and the rest of the Maritime Athletic Profiles crew. Now we're here all weekend, pretty much game 1 to the last game, the gold medal game, and we're delighted to be here. And one of those situations here for CEC is that, yeah, it was a chance, you know, to maybe get that 6th seed, but then that doesn't really mean that it's any tougher. You still have to go through some of the top teams here in the Capital Region, as the Armbrae Osprey, champions from last year, are no luncheon meat, especially this year. So, and they come in as the 3rd seed. There's a little charge. They might have got away with the first one, but not the second one. Offensive foul there to Jalen Bear, his first. Got a reaction there from the CEC Cougar crowd. In attendance, Griffin Scott. Try to get away for Cabot-Gier. That's been a tough matchup. Entry pass. Jaden Skinner. Skinner. Go over, not the greatest pass. And numbers game here for the Halifax West. And Bear lays it up and in. Jalen Bear. 18-7. Oh, the steal there by Bear. Bear taking his time and gave a little bit of, once again, dramatics of the hula hoop, and then finally go down. And another steal by Bear. And that one lays it up and in. He had to sort of quickly hurry as Liam Watson was closing in. 4 quick points by Jalen Bear, and what was a 9-point deficit is now a 15-point deficit as the West are on a 6-0 run. Cabot-Gier, Quinn, bucket, and Mark Roberts, time out again. And the unfortunate thing is now he will have to they'll have to go through the rest of this first half. And there's no way to stop the momentum as he's called timeout here. As we take a look at some of the action here. Number 2 ranked team coming into this tournament. 2nd ranked out of the Capital Region. Showing you why. Had a very confident Halifax West team that they have sent here. Talking to Gabe Levert here before the game, as well as the coach and staff, you know. And not only is this Halifax West team building like a solid boys basketball program, they're also doing it with culture. Team atmosphere, as I mentioned off the top there, when Gabe wanted to give shout outs to his coaching staff throughout the broadcast. And a lot of these coaches, like I just mentioned, they could be being coaching staff or coach their own team, but have opted to stay with Gabe Levert. As that pass is intended there for Liam Watson, picked off. Cabanger. Up fake, Quinn. Quinn spinning. Quinn! Nice little take, but short rib. Griffin Scott. Gulliver. Picking him up, putting him down, and he puts it down. A strong take there from Jack Gulliver, the grade 11 student. Cabanger crosses the timeline, 24-9. Cabanger swings it out. Bear with the blow by and the bucket as he goes by Liam Watson as if he's a telephone pole. 24-11. Liam Watson double teams, swings in. Gulliver, nice work by Gulliver to come back. The pass was a little bit short. CEC's maybe found something there with Jack Gulliver down low. 24-13, a minute to go, first quarter. Cabanger lost it momentarily. Ball on the floor, picked up by West. Shot clock at 12. Man, Bear, clock at 7. Defended there by Watson. Deep three that won't go, and it's scooped up by Skinner. A couple players hit the floor hard. Liam Watson looking for numbers. Gulliver again. Gulliver! That doesn't go that time, so back-to-back chances. They're hoping for a third one, and it didn't go that time there as he short-ribbed that one. 10-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Lots of fouls to give here for CEC. Cabanger on a tough one-on-one battle underneath the hoop, and Hansa Sacco will come into the game, grade 12 student for Halifax West Warriors. David McLean checks in, as well as Eric McPhee. Oh, what a tough take by Cabanger. Fading away, shot clock shut off. CEC will hold for the last shot. No fouls to give here for Halifax West. McPhee. McLean throwing up a prayer as the horn goes to end the first quarter. 13-point lead here for Halifax West, 26-13. The SSNS Division I Boys Provincial Championships. Here on Maritime Athletic Profiles Eastlake, I want to thank Scotia Wealth Management for helping provide the broadcast. Thank you to our sponsor, Rich 7 brand, a lifestyle brand built on ambition and mindset. Defy the ordinary. Wherever your passion lies, there's a place for you. At St. Mary's University, discover a world without limits at SMU Halifax. Also, a thank you to High Powered Custom Premium Prints, Paintless Process. And thanks to Sudrop. You can save $20 off by using the promo code MARITIME. And we thank them for supporting youth sports. SSNS Division I Boys Basketball Championships here. CEC 28-11, so they've updated the score, so there was a score put on the wrong side, so it's 28-11 for Halifax West. Look at some of the action. Boy, that was a tough take. The last one of the last buckets there by Cabanger, as you can see, going down. But it's a little bit of a different look here for the Mark Roberts team out of Truro, as they have McPhee, Liam Watson. They still have Gulliver, Brady McKinnon back in, and David McLean. Here's Liam Watson. McLean, grade 11, entry pass, Gulliver, clock at 10, Gulliver And back-to-back misses down low there for Gulliver after getting 2, so. Logan Quinn. And that's scooped up there by Brady McKinnon. Brady McKinnon turned it on the Jets, crossing the timeline, swings it over, Gulliver. Gulliver, tough take, spinning, Gulliver, beautiful bucket. Not the easiest, tough one for him to go, but great footwork. 28-13. There's a shot there by Mosier. A grade 9, Susan. Isaiah Mosier. And Skinner will check back in, and also Owen Fisher. So a lot of action here for the bench of Mark Roberts CEC Cougars. That's an unfortunate bounce as it went off McLean, so we'll stay with Halifax West. 13 to shoot. Sierra. Sacco down low. Shot clock at 8, and Logan Clark with the tough bucket, 30-13. Owen Fisher saw a lay, but it closed quickly. Fisher back out. It's Skinner, and man, that transition offense here for Halifax. CEC miss, and off to the races they go quickly, down low, but all of a sudden cut towards the hoop, and count it there for Hansa Sacco. Look at that quick pass, but quickly defended by CEC, and then the cutting Sacco. A chance to complete the three-point play and make it a 20-point lead. CEC got it down to 9, but it's now, as I said, 19-point lead, 32-13. Ball on the floor. CEC trying to fight for it, and a foul called. Goes to get Sacco, that's his first. Ball tipped, it goes out of bounds. 8 minutes and 19 seconds left. CEC trying to scramble, and it's going to be McLean that gets it. Shot clock at 11. McLean, bit of a fadeaway, and the weak side rebound gathered up by Logan Clark. Sierra. Sacco losing the handle momentarily. Sacco gets it. They'll bring it back out. Logan Clark with the shot clock at 8. Clark driving, tough take. Going to be called for traveling. McLean. Brady McKinnon over to Fishers. The ball moving. Caden Skinner. Oh, McLean lost it, but it will be Halifax West ball. There's that drive there by Skinner along the end line, and it just couldn't go there for the orange and blue. But I was thinking about color schemes for today for the championships. I ended up wearing the orange tie, and that wasn't because of CEC. I just thought I was going with the green and orange look, so Robert Berard, who calls the game for MSVU in the ACAA, not going to be happy with me on this one. So he said, make sure it's not a team color tie that's playing, and I just took the page 101. So probably when we do the on-camera stuff, I may take the tie off or button the blazer up in the process. 34-13, quickly up, Gulliver, oh! Had the chance and just can't get it. Here's a shot, man! And fading back there was Callum Quinn for Halifax West. Probably thought he had more time than what he thought. 6:30 left to go till halftime. 34-13. And a blocking foul, Halifax West. Griffin Scott will check back in for Owen Fisher. Gulliver, boy, that lane closed quickly, and that finally gets the shooter's roll to go down. Jack Gulliver. Sierra. Quinn. 1-on-2, real strong. Griffin Scott gathers it up and onto the races. Caden Skinner gets it. 34-17. 5:50 to go. Strong take by Sierra, but not strong. Outlet pass. Quickly handing it off. McKinnon, boy, that closed 1-on-2. McKinnon 1-on-3, and a numbers game caught up there for the grade 12 student there. Sierra. Clark, long in line, Clark. Turnover, right in the hands of Skinner. Skinner's going to bring it up court here for CEC. Trailing by 17. Outside, McLean. Entry pass, Gulliver. Blows it by and in. Gulliver getting close here to maybe double digits in terms of points. 34-19. As Halifax West wants to talk it over. We look at some of the action. There's Skinner with the miss, and then Sierra quickly out. Logan Clark, good solid minutes, and that was a tough take here for him. Replays that you see brought to you by Scotia Wealth Management. But this seems to be where the CEC is getting some of their points here, setting up Jack Gulliver down low, and something I think that Gabe Levert was probably wanting to do this time out to try to, talk about maybe getting some bodies or try to defend them, because that's where they're getting the points. And also maybe talk to Halifax West about getting to refocus and reset on offense, maybe getting a little bit too fast, maybe is the word maybe you want to use, or maybe just want to settle the troops down. But I have a funny feel with this Halifax West Warrior team that after this timeout, it's going to be completely different than it has been probably for the last 2 minutes of play. So, Duche Cabanger to inbound. So it's Cabanger, Sierra, Logan Clark, Sacco, and Bear. Callum Quinn has gone to the locker room area here for Halifax West, so if we get an update, we'll let you know. In the meantime, they've West Warriors with a 17-point lead. Skinner tried to kiss it off glass. Gulliver, but he stepped on the end line. 4:43. Well, we've got Community Vibes presented by RV7 coming up. From the Rich 7 brand. We're going to talk to Rob Scott. Rob Scott is an artist. He's a sports artist based in Toronto. He's the dad of Rob Scott, number 20, who's on the floor right now for CEC Cougar. So we're going to talk about his artwork. And I couldn't have timed that better because Griffin Scott has the ball now with 4:06 to go. shot from downtown goes from Kate Skinner. 36-22. So what was a 20-point lead at one point here for Halifax West has been cut to 14. There's nothing more CEC would like to do than cut it down to double digits, but this won't help as a steal by Sacco. Bucket and book it. 3:38 to go, 38-22. SSNS Division I Boys Basketball Championships for Maritime Athletic Profiles. Gulliver, tough take and won't fall. Gathered up there by Clark. Armand Sierra. Jalen Bear. That's Gulliver starts it up. I'm not sure if this is where like the offensive plan, but Gulliver's going end to end. Hacked there, and that didn't get the like there of Gabe Levert as well as Logan Clark. Watch it here. Not usually the floor general, but going end to end and just blown by some defenders. And Clark's like, oh. The pink sneakers of Jack Gulliver to the line. And doinks the first of two. That's a tough one there for Logan Clark. 3 fouls on him. Emmett Jodry checks back in as Jack Gulliver will get a rest. Not sure if this is going to be just for a few seconds and get it back over the floor or rest for the rest. In the meantime, Jodry with the foul there on Cabanger. Liam Watson running to the dressing room here for CEC, so. Bear tried to finger roll that one. Oh, right back there. It's good to see Quinn. He went off to the dressing room, but he's back out, back on the floor here for the Halifax West Warriors. 2:40 to go, 40-23. Scott manages to hold the line. Jodry. Boy, that was an easy steal by Sierra. Bear got a little bit of an elbow in on the CEC player, trying to get some separation. Might have been undetected, but CEC's done it as well. Just Quinn finally gets a chance to finish. Second, third, fourth opportunities, 2 to go. 42-23. Nice little hand check there by the West defender. 2 to go. Brady McKinnon. McKinnon, as I said, get a little stiffer arm there on the defender, which was Sierra. Shot clock winding down, and it's too late there for Brady McKinnon as a 24-second shot clock violation. Just like that, Gulliver comes back in. Skinner to the bench. So it's Scott McLean and Malcolm Mullings. Some first action for him, the grade 9 student. And a provincial game on the provincial stage, grade 9 student. So you'd have to say that's definitely one of the younger players here at the championships. Malcolm Mullings, grade 9. So he attends Truro Middle School. Gulliver, oh, nice move. Gulliver, solid take. That's been a couple of times. There was the Cabanger going for the steal, and sometimes if you go for the steal, that leads to an open opportunity. It's one of those, you know, try to figure the words here to say this in the Basically, if you go for it, you got to make sure that you come up with it. Otherwise, you leave an open opportunity, and it allowed Gulliver to get the. Have to go to the line to shoot these 2 free throws, and too strong on the first one. Minute 21 left to go here till halftime. So we've got Coach's Corner, presented by High Powered Customs and Community Vibes, coming up here at halftime. I'll talk to Gabe Levert, Mark Roberts. We'll tip to. Shot! Cavalier gets the shooter's roll and the 3 with a minute to go. 22-point deficit here. Gulliver saw an open lay, but it closed quickly. Griffin Scott for 3. Yes! (45-26). Jalen Bear. Boy, Mullins gets the Federer, but the blow by Bears. He goes by Mullins. 47-26. CEC's going to have to put a shot up. There's a 6-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. No fouls to give here for Halifax West. Gulliver outside. Shot. Liam Watson. 47-28. Shot clock shut off here. Bear, deep 3. Almost. But that's how the half comes to an end. 47-28. Coach's Corner, as I said, as well as Community Vibes coming up at halftime. This is the SSNS Division I Boys Basketball Championships on Maritime Athletic Profiles. All right, we're back here in the grounds of North Nova Education Center Gymnasium. It's the SSNS Division I Boys Basketball Championships. It is the Halifax West Warriors 47 and CEC Cougars 28. This is Rob Scott. Now, Rob Scott, of course, is the father of Griffin Scott. Do you ever think that, you and I go a little bit way back, do you think when you see your son playing, it's like, boy, the years have gone by pretty quick, hasn't it?
Too fast. I mean, it's all we're looking at the end of his basketball life, and it happened so quick, and it's kind of sad. I mean, there's a lot of things that are ending. I mean, all those practices, all the time you put in, and it just comes and goes so quick. So I'm, where I should be super excited and all that, I'm actually having some sad feelings of like, this is the end of many things. So, yeah, we're getting older.
Yeah, that's
the main thing.
I guess that's the saving point, maybe. I guess.
Yeah.
No, Rob, it's like, talk about his journey, about Griffin Scott's journey of basketball, and how he's gotten here to this provincial stage here today.
Well, I mean, he always, I recognized very early on he had a really great court vision, really great passer, and a good natural shooter. He had a natural instinct to shoot. Now, as he got into his high school days, and up until junior high that held, as he got into his high school days, like, I want to look at this game here, and if it's all right for me to share some criticism, he's one of the top scorers on this team, if not the top scorer. He shot the ball twice. He's not bringing up the ball up the floor enough, where on a team that doesn't have a lot of good ball handlers. And I would like to see him insert himself more, and that is one of the criticisms that I do have. He has the talent to insert himself greater into the game, and I mean, he's got a beautiful game. He's a great thinker out there, but when you look at this game, just for instance, has barely touched the ball in the way that he should, and helped his team offensively. So that's one thing I would like to see him improve on in this second half, to really take over, because that's what he said before the game. He said, this is one of the biggest games, and I want to see it go down. I'm here to play. So 2 shots, though, that's not playing.
Yeah, so basically this is a team that, basically they were supposed to be, everybody thought were going to be the Northumberland champions, CEC, and then had that game against North Nova, and North Nova won that game. Now, you were probably most likely there.
They beat North Nova every time. But you see this with the ball handling. It's just there's not enough ball handlers and court vision out there. So that's what you see they're running into, and they're turning it over, coming up the floor, getting too deep into the zone, and then not being able to do anything with it. So that's what really needs to change here this second half.
Okay, now one of the things we also wanted to bring you on here is called Community Vibes, is that you also do some local sports and sports art.
Yes.
Yes. So tell us all about that. How did you get into doing like drawings and stuff?
Well, I started when I was about 25. I was kind of lost. I wouldn't say lost, but I didn't know where my career was going to go. And I applied to architecture school. Within the first application, they asked for some drawings. I started to do 2 or 3 drawings, realized I could draw right away, threw the application out. A few years later, I got my start with Sidney Crosby. He accepted a project with me. I became the first Canadian artist that he ever authorized.
Yeah, I remember that being a big one there for you.
In 2010, right after the Golden Goal. And he blessed me with that, and then I followed that up. Then I realized, I see how I can make a living from this. Followed that up with projects with Nathan McKinnon, who was still at the Mooseheads at the time, Michael Jordan, Bob Orr, Carey Price. Just in August, I finished up a project with Dale Earnhardt Jr. These are all autograph projects, so that's what I love doing. I love combining my love of sports, and that's why I had some criticism, because I really love dissecting the game, but I love sports and I love art, so to be able to combine the two, it's a beautiful thing.
All right, yeah. Well, Rob, it was a pleasure talking to you. Best of luck with the art, and, as somebody that's seen Griffin, grow up, I remember seeing him, still remember at the old Stanfield's ball diamond, all these kids that I've covered, they're growing up and now they're being
yes.
adults, and it just seems like, I feel like my age has stayed the same, but I know that's not the case.
No, our brains feel younger, but but I'm predicting a great second half this second half. So.
All right, Rob, thank you very much for your time. Best of luck. Rob Scott, artist as well as Griffin Scott, dad. We're here at the SSNS Division I Boys Basketball Championships, and they're on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Second half is just coming up in a couple moments.
QMJHL Friday Night Hockey on Eastlink is presented by CarStar.
Eastlink Community TV is the home of QMJHL Friday Night Hockey.
Tate Kelly, his first in the queue, scores! Nathan
Cape Breton Eagles take on the Charlottetown Islanders Friday, March 13th at 7 p.m. on Eastlink Community TV 10 and 610.
The Maritime Junior Hockey League playoffs on Eastlink Community TV. Check local listings or visit eastlink.ca local sports for schedule.
In laundry, do you know we spend on average 6 to 8 hours a week washing, drying, folding laundry? That's basically a full work day. Halifax, meet your new laundry bestie, Sud Drop. Laundry bags are dropped off in the morning of your pickup. Sud Drop will...
Welcome back to the SSNS Division I Boys Basketball Championships. This is the Coach's Corner presented by High Powered Customs here. I'm with Pierre. You must be pretty happy with how Halifax West has played there the opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's a great first half for us. We started the way we wanted to. We started on defense, just bringing that intensity, getting stops, getting rebounds. And then we got out and ran for the first quarter and got us some easy buckets. And then those easy buckets, translated into going deeper into our offense and getting the shots we want. And we've been happy with how it's been going so far.
Well, I'm going to let you get back out there. The teams have returned back to court. Pierre, thanks for taking time to talk to us. Best luck the rest of the way.
Well, thank you, and thanks for everyone for watching.
All right, it's Pierre here from Halifax West, and he told me when we were going on air not to say his last name. He didn't want it done, so that's the reason why we just called him Pierre. I'm doing what I'm told. For the first time in my life, right, Clark? Yeah, he says, good answer, Clark. Talk about Clark Swim. He's our producer here at the SSNS Division I Boys Basketball Championships. Tried to catch up with Mark Roberts. It was one of those ones where we got to get the Rob Scott interview in, and so we did catch up to Halifax West, who are up by 19. They've had a lead as high as 21 at one point. Came in second rank. But when you have 4 teams from the capital region, you know that it's going to be a real strong, and it's going to take a real effort, maybe an upset effort here for a team from the Northumberland, Western, as well as Highland. Highland's represented by Riverview, the Highland champions, and they win the Highland championship, and guess what? You have to face Citadel in the 8 o'clock game. This play's back underway. Cavinger. Can't hit that one. Gulliver, who had a really good first half for CEC. Gulliver trying to cut for the trees. Can't. And Skinner was coming in and can't get it over and get it to go. 30 seconds gone. Deep three there. Maybe not the game there for Quinn, but who knows? Callum Quinn can't sink it there. Might have been a long two. Was really close to the 3-foot line or 3-point line. There's a shot that rattles in and out. And Bear. Entry pass. Clark outside. Sierra. Cavinger blows by McKinnon. Tough take. That doesn't go. And Gulliver goes and gets the 50-50 ball for CEC. 47-28. Gulliver floater. Gulliver still can't, and then the putback there by Caden Skinner. But Gulliver slow to get up and quickly running. And he's sort of favored. Gulliver, ball was right there, but you can just sort of see that he still recovered from that hard hit to the floor. And back to back there. This time Caden Skinner, pardon me. 47-32. Bear. Corner elbow jumper. A lid on the basket there for Halifax West is Griffin Scott. Griffin Scott up and over and in. 13-point deficit. Back out. Clark. And the put. Oh, I almost seemed like an easy putback. Oh, that's a tough blow there for Quinn as his head hit the floor. Might have been a glancing blow, but. And a jump ball there out near the CEC bench. Cabbager, tough take. (47-34). There's 2:29 gone here in the third quarter. Cabbager sinks that one. 14-point lead. Caden Skidder, Brady McKinnon, Scott, CEC, Gulliver inside, and that seems to be where they're making money here today. Inside there to Gulliver. Into double digits, has to be. Also at double digits is Callum Quinn with that easy bucket, 50-36. 7 to go in the third. Skinner with the left hand. 50-38. The underdogs. Screen set up there. Cabbager managed to get away from Brady McKinnon. Cabbager driving up the middle. Tough take against Gulliver. There's contact, but he gets it to go. 52-38. Griffin Scott. Brady McKinnon. Tough take on Bear. McKinnon looking for some help. Shot clock at 7. And Gulliver fouled. Gulliver has been sort of taking a beating. He was shaking his wrist there as we were taking a look at the replay. There is the foul there on Callum Quinn. And back to live action. 52-38. As he sinks the first one. To get it to a 12-point game, he does. 52-40. Cabbager over the timeline. McKinnon in his kitchen, just outside. Quinn. Cabbager trying to use the screen and gets the 3. Beautiful screen set up by Clark. Took away Brady McKinnon's ability to guard Cabbager. 55-40. Gulliver. 1-on-2. Gulliver and Callum Quinn having words. Cabbager trying to call everybody over here to talk things over, and the other referee that went over might have said something there to Quinn to maybe, try to get him so that he doesn't get a technical. He had some words there for the animated Quinn, the grade 11 student, as Gulliver's to the stripe again. Logan Quinn to the bench. And for Logan Quinn, that's 4 fouls there. For Logan Clark, pardon me. Logan Clark, that's 4 fouls on him. Simon McPhee set to check in for CEC. Here for Jack Gulliver after the 3 throws. if he gets them to go, but can't. So it's a layup there for Mosier. Isaiah Mosier, grade 9 student. So we've had grade 9 students of Malcolm Mullings and Elijah, or Isaiah Mosier, also a grade 9 student, pardon me. 57-41. And Quinn can't get that to go, and Gulliver brings it up floor again. There looked to be a steal, but going to be a foul on Caballero. Gabe Levert with his hands behind his head. And basically giving encouragement here to his grade 12 senior. 57-41, 5:03 to go in the third quarter. And the steal there by Jalen Bear. Bear, quick pass up, Sacco, entry pass, and Quinn unable to finish. 57-41. Skinner calling for some traffic. Ball partially picked off, and Griffin Scott had managed to come up with double team. Clock at 19, but it goes out of bounds. This is going to be Halifax West ball. Timeout on the floor here. 57-41. This broadcast of the School Sport Nova Scotia D1 Boys Provincial Championship couldn't be possible with some of the great sponsors, so we want to say thank you to Scotia Wealth Management for helping to provide the broadcast. Also thank you to Rich 7 brand, a lifestyle brand built on ambition and mindset. Defy the ordinary. Wherever your passion lies, there's a place for you at St. Mary's University. Discover a world without limits at SPU Halifax. And a special thank you to high-powered custom premium prints. It's a painless process. And a thank you to Sundrop. Save $20 off by using the promo code MARITIME. Thank those that support School Sport Nova Scotia, these championships, and being able to be broadcast all weekend long. Game number 1 to the gold medal game on Sunday. 13 games coming your way. Largest lead of the game here for Halifax West was 20. Looking to make it 18 on this. There's the bucket and the boo-boo. As Caballero. Chance to complete the three-point play. Pretty much an easy inbound. Good morning, good afternoon, and there's the good night. $19-point lead. Skinner. Jodry, double team. Griffin Scott hits the three. 60-44. Caballero. Bear goes into the paint with the right hand and puts it up and in. Under 4 to go. Third quarter, 62-44. Fade away by McLean. He goes to the floor. 50-50 ball up for grabs. Swatted away by Scott to his teammate Emmett Jodry, the grade 10 student. Griffin Scott, bounce pass, big bounce pass. As that possession was a little bit out of control probably to the likes of Mark Roberts and the CEC Cougars. Under 3.5 left. 62-44, Caballero. Partial deflection there by David McClay, but a foul there called against the Cougars. David McLean called for the foul. That's his second. Third team foul there for CEC. Both teams have 3 team fouls. 14 to shoot here for Halifax West. Bear, Quinn, Cabot-Jarrett. There's a hold there by McLean. And that's the 4th foul, 3rd personal against McLean, 4th team foul. And the bucket, and now it's back to their largest lead of the afternoon, which was 20. That's where it stands now, 64-44. Swing out. Under 3 to go. Watson with some handles. Griffin Scott, shot clock at 4. Shot clock at 3. Throws it, and a shot clock violation as they didn't. Roberts with some talking to there to Liam Watson. 2:51, 64-44. Oliver Mann, the grade 11 student, inbound, and Cabot-Jarrett will be the floor general, calling out directions with under 3 to go in the 3rd quarter. Cabot-Jarrett saw lane, it closed quickly. Mosier back out 3 there for Quinn. That won't go. Liam Watson, and he didn't have the numbers game. Gulliver tried to spin, and that's a tough take. Good D there by Quinn. West on the run, 2:20. And that bucket doesn't go, and Gulliver with the board there for CEC. Griffin Scott, short. Sacco. Hamza Sacco. Cabot-Jarrett, under 2 to go, 3rd quarter. Oliver Mann. McLean's got to be careful. He's got 3. Swing out, Mosier. Cabot-Jarrett, well, deep of the 3 line, but in the words of Katy Perry, no big deal as he swishes that one with 100 seconds left to go. In the 3rd quarter. Skinner was a brief double team. Gulliver double teamed as well. Liam Watson. Once again, another almost maybe a triple team. Gulliver having difficulties and got a second chance opportunity, and then the foul, so have a chance to knock him down from the charity stripe. With 1:24 left, 67-44. If there's been a bright spot here for CEC, it's been this gentleman here. They found a game with him and Jack Gulliver just getting down low, but it's been a struggle there from the free throw line. And just right on cue, he misses the first. He banks the second, 1 or 2 that trip. 67-45, largest lead of the afternoon here for the second-ranked Halifax West Warriors. Mosier, back out, Quinn. Tough take, yeah, it's going to be a jump ball. CEC Cougars basketball. And once again, Malcolm Mullings, a grade 9 student, is going to get some action here. Swing out, Owen Fisher, Mullings trying to swing it through, and it's picked off by West. And Mullins called for the foul, and that should take it to penalty in effect here. So free throws are west of the ray for Halifax West, even though there's only 55 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Hamza Sacco Can't hit the first. Gets the shooter's roll on the second. 68-45. Well, there goes the 2-for-1 opportunity here for CEC. Now it's in favor of Halifax West if they can, but they can't. So once again, it's a 1-for-1. Mullings might have been a little bit out of control. Outside Fisher. Nope. Won't go. Sierra comes across the line. They're going to have to put a shot, so it's a 1-for-1 situation here. And really no fouls to give for either team here. Mullins hand check. Sacco too strong, and now the shot clock shut off, and transition offense here for CEC. 9 seconds. Putting it up, and splash that one for Owen Fisher from downtown. Back to a 20-point lead here for the West, 68-48 after 3 quarters of play. It's the 2026 SSNS Division I Boys Basketball Provincial Championship here on Maritime Athletic Profiles Eastlink. Dan Hobson along for the call. We're here all weekend long in beautiful New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. As we take a look at some of the action that has transpired here in this game between the Warriors and CEC Cougars, and really pretty much that CEC got it down to about 13 points, but they came in as the 7th seed, so they knew it was going to be a tough task, and I'm sure that it's on the mind of Mark Roberts to say, look, you've managed to keep probably one of the second best teams in this province to, you know, and to keep it like a not a 40-point game, so, you know, compliments to that. But there's basically, for Halifax West, it's pretty simple. They want to win the provincial championship. That's their goal. And there's going to be some teams that they know that are in their area, like the Ombre Osprey. They're going to make that task difficult. And we'll see the Ombre Osprey after the opening ceremonies here in the championships. Bear drains it. 22-point game, 70-48. Owen Fisher. Ball on the floor, but quickly scooped up there by Sierra. And a tough take there. And Mark Roberts not happy with the way this one started. 31 seconds in, calls a timeout. Almost like a carbon copy of the way this game started there. He called an early timeout in the first quarter, and here in the fourth, an early one. Bear with that fadeaway jumper there. As you see the replay presented by Scotia Wealth Management. Good game here from Logan Clark. Now what's made it probably a little bit more difficult here for Logan Clark is he got 4 fouls here, but really hasn't really stopped him in terms of, you know, defending. He hasn't really been timid. Like when you get that 4th foul on you, sometimes you're letting players blow by, and basically it hasn't really changed his game. You don't know whether he's got 4 or whether he's got 1 the way that he's playing in terms of fouls there for the grade 12 senior. Five grade 12 seniors on this Halifax West Warrior team. And interesting enough, 5 for Mark Roberts, CEC Cougars. And one of the younger grade 9s is on the floor here. He's going to start this up. Malcolm Mullings has his pocket picked. Steal there by Sierra, but it goes out of bounds. There the scorer's table. 9:22, 72-48. In what's now the largest lead. And Mullins, is this going to be a back over half violation? Yes, it is, as it didn't deflect off Mullins. It actually deflected off the West Warrior player, Sierra, so. Mullins, Gulliver. This has been a great matchup. Gulliver and Clark. Clark sort of having the upper hand so far. There's been a lot of takes there, tough takes for Gulliver as Sacco can't handle the hot pass. It's a slow moving quarter, can't believe we got 9 to go, and it seems like there've been a lot of whistles, and we just started, I think, maybe about this quarter like 10 minutes ago. Maybe not that extreme, but you're getting the point is that it's a slow moving fourth quarter here, 72-48. Dodry. Outside, Skinner. Jodry again. Griffin Scott. Nothing going. Shot clock at 3. He's going to have to hurry. Brady McKinnon can't get the shot. And the steal. Bear. Cade Skinner one-on-one, but unsuccessful there to really contest that. Easy layup there. Gulliver, bucket, and boo-boo. Has a chance to complete the three-point play, but this is where it's been foul shots that sort of has hurt Gulliver, and it came to fruition once again as he's too strong on that one. 74-50. Bear, and that won't go. It's gathered up by Skinner. Skinner going to go end to end here for CEC. Skinner, elbow, too strong. Gathered up there by Gulliver. Jump ball. Stays with CEC, and they'll have 13 to shoot. Griffin Scott, watched by Sierra. Into the arc. Jalen Bear called for the foul. The Halifax West Warrior fans not liking the call, but not really making too much of a stir. But with it being a 24-point game, that would be probably the reason why. In a closer contest, might be a little bit more vocal, and you've seen the play, so you can be your own judge on that. There's a fadeaway jumper there for Skinner. That's doesn't go. Second chance and a new clock here for CEC. Skinner trying to cut through the trees and can't. The lane was there, but boy, Halifax West defense, give them credit for that. They closed that up and made what was an open lane into a 1-on-3. And the push there by Jack Gulliver. As David McLean will come in here for Caden Skinner. Scotia Wealth Management, it will be the player spotlight coming up following this game, 77-50, and this is now the largest lead here for Halifax West. Well, that worked out lucky. Brady McKinnon, and that's no good. And Cabandier. They'll slow it down this time, 6:54. A little floater, or maybe a little bit of a Tanya Tucker down to my last teardrop, but it doesn't fall. Gulliver. Now, yeah, I was thinking that was going to be too many steps as he started doing something funky there with the ball around his midsection and almost like behind the back and a little bit out of control. Lost the ball, turned over. And the West has it again. Cabinger. McKinnon. Nice screen set up there by Quinn. Griffin Scott on the switch out here for CEC. Cabinger inside. Wild shot there for Quinn. Rushed it and maybe had a little bit more in terms of time, but didn't know. Gulliver back out. Quinn called for the foul for Quinn. That's his third, and a third team foul. Mullins and Fisher set the check in here for CEC. Gulliver way strong on that one. And Cabinger gathers it up and 27-point lead. You can sort of see that the West Warriors are not rushing going up the floor. Speaking of rushing, here's the rushing Brady McKinnon. And he turns it over. Oh, Bear, I think, got finger or something in the eye. Yes, he did, and he's favoring that. So it's 5-on-4 the other way as Bear tried to shake it and try to also get his vision. But he seems to be back okay, but still favoring it. A finger in the eye is nothing to basically sneeze about. It's not funny. Sacco, yes sir. 29-point lead and the largest lead here for Halifax West. 5:18 to go. Griffin Scott, that's too short. Gulliver, does he have an open lane? Yes, he does. With the putback and the second chance opportunity, Jack Gulliver. Cabinger, halfway through fourth quarter. Halifax West has sort of punched their ticket. So you start off with 8 strongest teams, and then you go by 4 after day one. And right now, Capital Region pretty much 2-0 here at the championships. CPL with the win earlier over Horton in quite convincing style, and this one is Halifax West with a convincing win over CEC. They kept it to basically, it was about like 16 that the Cougars got it to, but now, of course, as I said, it's a 27-point game, and every point that West puts on the board increases their largest lead of the day. David McLean, deep three, and that won't go. Cabinger. Michael Natividad. Natividad is going to check in here, the grade 12 student. Michael Natividad and Owen Fisher and Malcolm Mullins set to check in. Nathan Williams will see some action here for Halifax West Warriors. So both coaches emptying the bench with 3.5 left. Gulliver. Well, he's lucky he didn't get a travel there on that one. Back out, Griffin Scott. Face in his head. It was Mosier. McClay with the shot clock at 3 and kisses it off the glass and in. Timeout on the floor, 81-54. West, probably just looking just to empty the bench. As we take a look at some of the action that is in this matchup between West and CEC. Halifax West, to be precise. starting to pile in here at the North Nova Education Center Gymnasium. We got the opening ceremonies coming up, and then we've got the Osprey and North Nova. Once again, another tough task here. North Nova comes in as the 6th ranked team at the championships. Hosted, but Osprey team that we have seen a lot here through the Maritime Athletic Profiles broadcast throughout the season. Very tough team. We had a very strong showing last year at Dalplex. So the home team, they're in for a tough one here. Cashton Best checks in. Sacco. Bankhole also checks in, and Nathan Williams. So the bench is emptied here for both teams, as I mentioned earlier, with under 3 to go, 81-54. Mullings, tough take, but he's going to be called for traveling. Malcolm Mullings, what an experience is for him. He's going to be a grade 10 next year. Under 3 to go. Sacco. Brody Fall, so Gabe Levert empty of the bench, so I believe that everybody has got into this one. Mullins, tough take, but gets it to go, and an air horn to boot. 81-56. Sacco. Nice entry pass, trying to get it to Bankhole, but didn't work out as Bankhole wasn't quite ready, but managed to thread the eye of the needle to get it there, but Bankhole couldn't get to it in time. And a bucket once again here, 81-58. Sacco crossing the timeline. Eric McPhee. Natividad watching, guarding. Sacco! And finally gets that one to go down. Zygmunt Kiss will check in, as well as Manny Carty. So everybody's gotten into this matchup. Just about 100 seconds left. Mullings to bring it in. Seniors getting a chance to watch. Foul in transition against the Cougars. Goes against Mullins. His third. Nathan Williams, a grade 10 student, will inbound here, as you see on your screen. Sacco. And that's too many steps for the basket. Won't count there for Bankhole. Naomi Bankhole, grade 10 student. Minute 27, 83-58. Kiss. Carney. And they can sort of tell maybe they haven't played a lot because they pass went out of bounds on that attempt. 1:13 left. Sometimes you know that the game's pretty much in hand when both coaches are sitting down, and that seems to be the case. Quickly up, McPhee. McPhee rattles around and goes down. 83-60, and under a minute to go. 2-for-1 opportunity for the West. Owens might have got away with a little bit of a grab, but he didn't get away with that one as his foul here on the floor. That will be the fourth here to Malcolm Mullings. Might have grabbed the West player jersey. Anytime you sort of see like a jersey sort of like, looks like blow in the wind or something, you think maybe that he might have got away with a grab. Nice little poke by Carney. Carney going in against Williams and can't get that one to go down. A 1-for-1 is Michael Natividad. Shot clock shut off. It looks like Halifax West will bounce it out. 83-62. Handshakes already here as the clock winds down. The basketball on the floor. Players walking away and letting the clock kill out. 83-62. Halifax West advances here to semifinals Saturday. Got to catch up, get a player spotlight, and wrap this one up before the opening ceremonies here at the SSNS Division I Boys Basketball Championships. They're on Maritime Athletic Profiles in Eastlake. And welcome back here to North Nova Education Center. This is the SSNS Division I Boys Basketball Championships here at Maritime Athletic Profiles in Eastlake. Logan Quinn has joined us. Logan, congratulations on the wins. Your thoughts?
I thought we played a really great game. We came out strong. We fought hard. Intensity was there the whole time. That's what got us the win.
Yeah, and I was really also impressed with your play because you were really like on foul trouble, but it never really seemed to change your game. It didn't matter whether it was first or fourth. Talk about that.
I mean, being the captain of our team and sort of like our team leader, I got to keep that level head, and everyone else's attitude is going to reflect how I am. So trying to stay positive and push everyone forward with me as well.
Now tell us, how did you get interested into the sport of basketball?
My dad, actually, he's like, if you play basketball, I'll get you this Nerf gun. And like that's kind of how it started. It's a weird story, but I was playing soccer before, and my dad really wanted me to get into basketball. And that's kind of like how it originated.
Now, you said about your dad. Was your dad very helpful in getting you to basically how you've gotten into this sport and have the success that you had?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. My dad's been there 100%. So is my mom. She's been here. She's sitting in the stands right now. My best friend. And then my brother, my friends, the rest of my family really been just pushing me to be the man who I am today.
Yeah, so basically here you are, of course. This is a big time, you're one of the favorites here to win a provincial. So how are you enjoying this journey that you guys are going on this season?
I mean, starting since my grade 10 year, it's been, a lot of loss and losing, just hard battles like as a team. And I think this year we've really found a way to gel and work together to put us in this position at the number 2 seed at Provincials.
Okay, well, Logan, I appreciate you taking time to talk to me. Best of luck, and we'll see you tomorrow for semifinal Saturday.
Thank you.
Logan Clark with a big game here for the Halifax West Warriors, and a win over the CEC Cougars. CEC Cougars 7th ranked there, and Halifax West 2nd ranked. So that's how this one has. We'll put a bow here on this one. Getting ready here for the opening ceremonies here at the SSNS Division I Boys Basketball Championships here from New Glasgow on the grounds of North Nova Education. So, for Clark Swim and the entire Maritime Athletic Profiles crew, my name's Dan Hobson. Thank you for tuning in. So long from New Glasgow.
QMJHL Friday Night Hockey on Eastlink is presented by CarStar.
Eastlink Community TV is the home of QMJHL Friday Night Hockey.
Tate Kelly, his first in the queue, scores! Nathan Lee stays red hot. What a goal and what a first! Kuliakovic!
The Cape Breton Eagles take on the Charlottetown Islanders Friday, March 13th at 7 p.m. on Eastlink Community TV 10 and 610.
We spend on average 6 to 8 hours a week washing, drying, folding laundry. That's basically a full work day. Halifax, meet your new laundry bestie, Suddrop. Laundry bags are dropped off in the morning of your pickup. Suddrop will then return to pick up your laundry during your selected time slot. It is then washed exactly how you like it, folded like pros, and dropped back to your door the next day. Boom, fresh, clean, folded like magic. We'd love to get you started. Use promo code SP20 to save 20%. What will you do with your extra free time?
The Wade Thompson Group is a proud sponsor of the Division I Provincial Girls and Boys High School Basketball Championships, hosted at North Nova and Citadel this year. The Wade Thompson Group provides personalized investment and total wealth planning that brings your vision to life. Check them out today.
If you live in Halifax and don't have a laundry machine at home or just don't have the time, Suddrop is the perfect solution for you. They offer laundry services with pickup and drop off right at your doorstep. I have a very busy work schedule myself, and there's no better feeling than coming home to fresh and folded laundry right at my doorstep. It's honestly such a time saver and allows me to enjoy my evenings doing other things that I enjoy. So if you want to give it a try, use my code above to get $20 off of your first pickup service.
In the arena of sports, every game is a battle. And every athlete is a gladiator.
From the right side, makes it with the backhand and score!
And every battle needs chroniclers to give voice to defeat, perseverance, and relentless resolve. Can you hear it? The roar waiting to rise. They live for this. They want this. What do you want?
Again, pushing his weight. Pushed off tackler.
And get the second goal of the game for Thomas Habib.
Nice little move. Buffy scores.
Passing him forth and they score!
We know what we want. To immortalize every moment and make sure you never miss a play. This is Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Never miss a play.
The Wade Thompson Group is a proud sponsor of the Division I Provincial Girls and Boys High School Basketball Championships, hosted at North Nova and Citadel this year. The Wade Thompson Group provides personalized investment and total wealth planning that brings your vision to life. Check them out today.
Wherever your passion lies, there's a place for you at St. Mary's University. Find what you're looking for out in the world, right here in Halifax.
That's just how I rock and roll, 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 roll.
Where your passion lies, there's a place for you at St. Mary's University. Find what you're looking for out in the world, right here in Halifax.
Dana's just getting a drum. Scotia Division I Boys Basketball Provincial Championships. I'd like to acknowledge that we are on the Mi'kmaq, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. If you're able to, can you please now rise for the playing of the Black National Anthem, followed by the Canadian National Anthem, sang by Brian Batten, grandfather Bill Batten from North Nova.
Feel free to join in. Lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the hope that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the faith that the present has taught us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in us does command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Brian. I would now like to get on and introduce the teams that will be participating in this weekend's festivities. The regional champions from Capital and representing the Halifax Regional Center for Education, the Citadel High School. The regional champion from Western and representing the Annapolis Valley Regional Center for Education, Thornton High School. The regional champion from Highland, representing Cape Breton Victoria Regional Center for Education, Riverview High School. Runner-up in second seed out of, from Capital, representing HRCE, Halifax West High School. The third seed, also representing Capital, representing HRCE, Umbre Academy. The second seed from Northumberland Region and representing Jeanette Metro Central Regional Center for Education, QMJHL Center. Four-season capital representing HRCE, CPL High School. And finally, the regional champion and tournament host of North Nova Region, representing Metro Central Regional Center for Education, North Nova Education Center. This week represents the best of high school sports. Each team has earned their opportunity to compete through months of hard work, dedication, and commitment to their teammates and the school. Getting to this stage is an accomplishment, and every player on the court should be proud. We'd like to recognize the coaches who dedicate countless hours to developing not only great basketball players, but great young people. Thank you as well to the officials, volunteers, and supporters who make events like this possible. To the athletes, compete with passion, respect your opponents, and represent your school with pride. These are the moments you'll remember long after the final buzzer. And good luck to all teams this weekend, and we hope everyone enjoys an exciting, competitive basketball tournament. I would now like to welcome Noah Bowden, grade 12 student from North Nova Education Center, to come read the Athletes Pledge. Grade 12 student from Halifax, to come read the Athletes Pledge. One last thing. As I mentioned, players and coaches dedicating so many countless hours, I also would like to have those huge round of applause to all parents and spectators who gave their time.